Truncation. Truncation is another form of approximation. But unlike rounding, we don't change any of the numbers. But what we do is we just cut them off. So, for example, in the fraction 2 over 3, if we were to divide 3 into 2 in order to make it a digital number, if we do that calculation, we find that the number becomes 0.66666 reoccurring, and it just carries on. If we were to round this number, then if you remember, what we do is that, for instance, if we rounded it to the second decimal place, which is over there, we would then see this number, and if it's over 5, then we would increase this number. So it would become 0.67. Now, this is what we were to do if we were asked to round this number. But in an exam question, in a test question, if they were to say to truncate, if it was truncation, to truncate 0.6666, etc., at the second decimal place, then the second decimal place is here. And what we do is that we only record the numbers up to that point, which in this case is 0.66. So we were asked to truncate this number, then we would write down as an answer 0.66, and that would be correct. So these are some examples. So if we were asked to truncate this number 3.784 to 1 decimal place and to 2 decimal places, then we just apply the principles we've been through. So this is the first decimal place. So if we were to truncate it to there, then the answer would be 3.7. If we were to be asked to round this up, this figure, then because this is above 5, then this would have increased to 8. So the answer would have been 3.8. But we're not being asked to round, we're being asked to truncate. So all we do is very simply cut it off there and give this answer. So 3.7 would be the answer. If we were to truncate to 2 decimal places, then we find the second decimal place, so these two, and so the answer would simply be 3.78. So 3.78. So by way of another example, if we were asked to truncate 63,854 and this other number, 0.04988, to 3 significant figures, then this is how we do it. So we're looking at the 3 significant figures. Here, in this number, 63,854, these are the 3 significant figures. So we would cut it off there. So if we were to truncate it there, we would then, because this is thousands, tens of thousands, we'd have to replace these numbers with zeros. So the truncated number to 3 significant figures would be 63,800. So don't forget, when you're asked to truncate, if there are numbers over here, especially in a large number, then you've got to replace them with zeros. The answer cannot be 638. Okay, so it's 63,800. So in this case, 0.04988, if we were to truncate that to 3 significant figures, then these are the 3 significant figures. You don't count the 0, but this is the first significant figure, second and third. So we would cut it off there and just report on this. Now, we can replace any of the numbers that we get rid of with just a 0, but we won't bother in this case. So this number truncated to 3 significant figures is 0.0498, as we're only giving these numbers here. So what I'd like you to do, James, is to have a go yourself, and as usual, press play, press pause, and then when you've had a go, press play. So hopefully you've had a go now. And so this question is truncate 0.1845 to 1 and 2 decimal places. So let's do the 1 decimal place first. So this is the first decimal place. We put our line there. So this is the number. And don't forget, we're not rounding up. We're truncating. We're going to chop this off. So the answer becomes 0.1. So you're only reporting that. So your answer should have been 0.1. Second question is truncate 604,758 to 2 significant figures and to 3 significant figures. So the significant figures here are 6 and 0. So that's where the line would be, and you replace the rest of the numbers with zeros. So the answer to truncate that to 2 significant figures is 600,000 rather. So this is to 2 significant figures. And then we were to be asked to do that to 3 significant figures, then it's similar. We just put the line over there, and then we report these numbers and replace these with zeros. So 604,000 would be the answer to 3 significant places. It looks as though we've lost some of the numbers here, and in this reporting we have, but this is the basis of truncation.